have cracked the code because for as long as I've been doing these twists, they never lasted. The roots of my hair will always start to look messy. So even though my twists weren't looking messy, my roots would look messy and that would bother me. So I would just pull it out and rock this as a twist out. Until now. Just keep watching. So the game changer for me with my twists has been me putting my Braid and Loc gel on my roots. Now you would think that would come naturally because when I do braids in my hair, like knotless braids, passion twists, locks, anything like that, I always use my Braid and Loc gel on my roots. So I was kind of like, really? Like, why didn't that just come as second nature? But it's okay because I didn't know then, but I know now. Putting the Braid and Loc gel on my roots has elevated, like, took me up about 5 or 10 notches on my 2-strand twist. One, this style will last me like 3 weeks, and I'm not even kidding you. My daughters are in their 3rd week of having their twist in. I'm gonna put pictures of theirs because theirs look like so much better than mine. You know how that is. When you do somebody else's hair, it always looks better than when you do your own. The way that I started out this style was by doing my parts as usual and putting the Braid and Loc gel on my roots. Now, when you put this on the roots, you want to take a very fine-tooth comb and you want to comb through just the root. If you don't hear anything else in this video, like just the root, like only the root. If you comb this all the way through your hair is going to have a hard time springing back. Your hair will look just stiff. Your braids won't have any sort of movement. I'm sorry, your twist won't have any sort of movement and you're going to hate the style. So make sure that you only comb the Braid and Loc gel through the roots, okay? So just skirt and then stop. Don't pull that comb all the way through. So as I said, you're gonna want to use a fine tooth comb, kind of comb it down a little and then smooth it with your fingers. Next, you are going to take my conditioning curl cream and put it on the rest of your hair. So don't put it on your root, put it on the rest of your hair. This is like a 2-step process. Now you want to obviously start on freshly washed hair or hair that doesn't have a lot of product in it. Very important that your hair does not have like existing product in it, especially oily stuff. If your hair has oil in it, your roots will not stay flat. You want to make sure that you start with a clean slate, wash your hair, and you don't want to blow dry your hair. You don't really want to have your hair super straight because you want these twists to spring up. When they spring up, they have beautiful volume. They're like nice and juicy. They look really moisturized. Like when they're straight, they just look dry and stiff and thin. They never look good when you try to keep all of your length. You want these to spring up. When they spring up, that gives you the most beautiful volume. If you're newly natural, stop running from shrinkage. I promise you, you're going to lose. Shrinkage always wins. Shrinkage always wins. You will never win a battle against shrinkage. Anyway, so embrace it. I would rather have shrinkage than heat damage. Heat damage, red flag. Red flag, tomato, like nasty. I hate the way heat damage look. Cut it off, embrace your natural curls, work with what you got. Anyway, done with that little rant. Y'all, I did my nails and now I'm like very handsy. But yeah, so start on shrunken or freshly washed hair, and you can just put your hair in like, I don't know, like 4 big braids, let it air dry. The next day, twist your hair up or however you want to do it. But whatever the process is, you don't necessarily want to blow dry your hair. If you can avoid some of that heat being put on your hair, some of that extra, whenever you can avoid damage, do it. So you don't have to blow dry your hair. So you start, on my daughter, I did this on an old wash and go. So her hair wasn't necessarily freshly washed, but it did not have it didn't have any existing product. It was when the wash and go had started to dry up. So back to where I was, you're gonna want to put your conditioning curl cream on your hair. Now you don't want to put so much that it just shrinks up your hair entirely, because you want the pattern of your hair to just be that one, you want it to be the twist pattern. You don't want your curl pattern to come into play, if that makes sense. So you want to comb your hair out, get it, as fluffy as possible, and just put not a little bit. You want to put the conditioning curl cream on there, but you don't want to put so much that you can see your curl pattern more than you can see the twist. And if you've ever tried twists and they failed, you probably know what I'm talking about. When you do a twist and you can't distinguish the twist pattern. So like if you look at my twist right now, right? You see it's one twist, one strand over, I'm sorry. You see the twist pattern really well. If my hair was really wet, you wouldn't be able to see that pattern so clearly. So just be mindful of how much conditioning curl cream and how wet you allow your hair to get. Now next, you're just gonna do the easy part. Twist your hair. A helpful tip for you: comb your hair in the way, or make sure that you're laying your hair down the way that you want it to lay in the final style. Once you get your roots flat and you twist your hair, like I don't know if y'all, like I said, these are 7-day-old twists. Like, stop playing. Look at my roots. Look at my roots, y'all. Like, stop playing with me. I did my edges, but my roots are still flat after 7 days of having these twists in my head. Like, game changer. But yeah, so twist your hair into the kind of the style that you want. So like, make sure if you want a side part and you want some falling over, that is the direction in which you twist. You can't twist your hair forward and expect to pull your hair backwards, okay? All right, so that's pretty much it, honestly. Like, once you have those twists in, just let your hair set in place. And if your hair does start to get dry after about a week or so, a good duo to follow up with would be my Moisture Defense Hair Milk and Hair Oil. So the hair milk is just a sprayable hair milk, obviously. So it's just a spray. It sprays out, so that's really good. You just, one and done. You just, well, not really one, two and done. So you spray the hair milk all over your hair. You get some of that oil in your hand, and refresh your hair, and it'll be moisturized for another good week or so. So that is all you're gonna have to do to this style. This is like the most low maintenance style. I have them in my hair right now. I did them on myself as well as my daughters, and my life has just been like. So yeah, if you need a little break if you have like daughters, or even if you have sons with hair, this is perfect for little boys as well. Like, I love the little boys that have like the taper on the sides, and then the middle is like twist, like, yes. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of y'all's hair. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of you guys' hair. I really need some tea. My voice is so tired for some reason. But if you want any of the products that you've seen in this video, you can go to kellyloganhair.com, KELLYLOGAN hair.com. That is me, Kelly Logan. I have a small business where I manufacture as well as sell my hair products that are geared towards kinky, curly, and wavy hair. Whew. This outro is taking everything. But yes, I have an entire line of products. Anybody that has purchased my products because you've seen one of my videos, give yourself a round of applause. And I'm giving you a round of applause too. I love you. Like, I honestly appreciate you so much for supporting me. Like, you don't have to do that. And so I appreciate you for giving my products a try, trying a new brand. Like, I'm hugging you. You guys, give this video a little like, you know the routine. Like, share, subscribe, do your thing, comment below. I'm very friendly, so if you want to talk to me in the comments, leave a little comment and I will get right back to you. If you have any questions, like, hit me up on Instagram. My DMs are always open. But other than that, I hope you guys have the most beautiful day, and I will see you next time, sooner than later.